In this video, we'll continue the discussion of completing the accounting cycle by preparing an adjusted trial balance. We have an overview here of our accounting cycle, and at this point, we have just completed journalizing and posting adjusting entries in the past several videos, and our focus here is going to be to prepare an adjusted trial balance. An adjusted trial balance can then be used to prepare the financial statements. So here's the unadjusted trial balance that we started with, and you'll know that there's some accounts here that don't have balances at all, like accumulated depreciation and interest payable and interest expense. And there are other balances that we know are not up to date on here. So here is a summary of all the adjusting entries that we made. I've just numbered them A1, A2, A3, and so on in the order in which we prepared them. And so those adjusting journal entries are going to get posted to the ledger accounts. And here is what our ledger accounts look like after those entries have been posted. So I have included the new amounts, the adjustments in red here, and then we have come up with new balances in each of these accounts. Some of the account balances have increased and other account balances have decreased. So we've prepared an unadjusted trial balance, and we know that that is just a list of all of your accounts and your balances sorted into debit and credit columns that is prepared at the end of an accounting period before your adjusting entries have been journalized and posted. So the unadjusted trial balance is going to identify if you have a problem with your debits not equaling your credits. There are lots of other kinds of errors that it's not going to catch, but if you do an unadjusted trial balance and your debits don't equal your credits, then there's no way that your balance sheet is ultimately going to balance. So now we're going to do an adjusted trial balance. We're going to do essentially the same thing. We're going to list out all of the accounts in the ledger. We're going to pick up their updated balances and drop them into the debit or credit columns. And we are going to add those columns up, and hopefully our debits are going to equal our credits. And then if they do, we are ready to prepare our financial statements. So here is what that adjusted trial balance should look like when you complete it. So at this point, all of the accounts have balances, and our debits and credits do each total $66,500. So now we're ready to take those account balances and prepare financial statements.